Hi, this is a how-to video about how to take part in live lessons at Fallibroom using a piece of software called Google Meet. You can get to Google Meet by going to any web browser and typing into the address bar meet.google.com, or you can log into any Google web page and go to the app launcher in the top right corner, and you'll find Google Meet somewhere on this menu. If you need to drag it around to put it nearer at the top, you can just pick it up and move it. You can also interact with Google Meet using either the Android app or the iOS app using your phone or a tablet. However, just bear in mind that it is difficult to engage with Google Meet on a small screen. And so these apps, they don't have very high ratings because of that. It's just difficult to see on a small screen. You're much better on a PC or a laptop. Okay, so this is the software. How do you actually join a meeting? So just go to Google Meet, and in this join box, to just type my staff code. That's the joining code that we use. So if you were in my lesson, you would just come here and you would type BIL and you would just click continue. And that's all you need to do to join the meeting. Okay, so let's have a little look at this one again. So my camera is not going to work at the moment because I'm using it to record this video, which is why that message is there. But when you start your Google Meet, your face will be here from your camera. And what I need you to do is press this circle and turn your camera off. We do ask students to have their cameras off usually for Google Meets because you're in your home and we would be in your home with you, and that's kind of an intrusion into your private family space. So the other members of your family that are in the house with you, they might be unaware of the fact that your camera is on and that you are broadcasting to everybody else that's taking part in the live lesson, and that's not fair on the other people in your homes. Likewise, we don't really need to be seeing your private bedroom space or anything like that. And so we just ask you please to have your cameras off. Occasionally, for tutorial type lessons, it might be the case that your teacher has arranged with your parents beforehand that your camera will be on for a particular lesson. And in those cases, if you could please make sure that you are in a neutral space in your home, not your bedroom, and that you have a blank space behind you like a wall, nothing allowing us to see into your private space of your homes. And also that you make sure that the people in your home are aware of the fact that you are broadcasting and that they need to be aware of that. We also ask you to join with your microphones off. So again, click the red button to turn off your microphone, and then you can click join now. The reason we ask you to turn your microphone off is for a different reason. It's simply that if 30 people are taking part in a lesson and 30 microphones are on, all picking up a little bit of background noise, the odd person coughing, sneezing, that kind of thing, it can just get really distracting for the lesson. So we ask everybody to join with their microphones off. However, during the live lesson, your teacher is going to be presenting. So here is a slide that Mr. Mellings has put up about a physics lesson that he's doing. And you'll hear your teacher talking as they move through whatever they're showing you on screen. And if at any point during the lesson you are confused or you don't understand, you're going to have to interrupt, because in a normal lesson in a classroom, you'd put up your hand or you'd catch the teacher's eye, but that isn't possible on a live lesson. So we need you to put aside any kind of politeness that you might be worried about, and I just need you to interrupt. So if your teacher has said something and you haven't understood, if you just hover your mouse on the screen, you can unmute yourself just momentarily and just say, excuse me, can I just ask a question because I didn't quite get that. It's not rude if you're just doing it for a legitimate reason, and how else is your teacher going to know that you need some extra help or that what they've said is unclear? Okay. There is also a chat console. Now, we aren't going to be using the chat console in live lessons very much because the teacher's going to be focused on whatever it is that they're showing you on screen, and they'll be talking you through that, or maybe taking questions from you. So the teacher isn't going to really be using the chat console very much. However, what they might ask you to do when you join the meeting is just to type hi into the chat console. And what that will do is act as a register. The teacher will be given a transcript of this chat console at the end of the meet. and they will be able to use the chat console to then transcribe all of your hellos onto their register so that they know who attended and who didn't. At the end of the lesson, when it's time to go, all you need to do is leave the lesson. So you just bring your mouse back down to the bottom of the screen and just press the telephone button to hang up the meeting, and it confirms that you've left. And that's the end of the lesson then. Your part is done.